Hello everyone, how's it going? Yesterday I had a really bad feeling that something was going to happen, and I guess my gut was right because MatPat, one of the more influencers of YouTube since the beginning, one of the biggest YouTubers I love to watch consistently for over a decade, is leaving his channel. Well, not entirely. Like, I do recommend you go watch this video. It's very heartwarming and profound, and he gives a lot more details that I'm going to give here. So, for summary, he's not essentially leaving the channel as he is just taking a back seat for a consultant. Now, the reason he's doing this, he said, is because he wants to spend more time with his family. He is a huge influence on YouTube. He has millions upon millions of subs across his multiple channels. GameTheory being the biggest one has over 18 million subs, and it's a full-time job. He works with his partner Stephanie hard every single day, talking about theories, work ideas, and all that. And now that he has a kid, he stated that he just doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to spend more time with his kid and not having work be the central focus of everything in his life. I did that once and it cost me someone I loved. So I can understand where he's coming from. And you can also look at James Rolfe. James Rolfe handed over control of his channel to Screenwave Media, and he stays on as an on bird. He's still the personality of the channel, but they control most of the stuff. And the reason he did that was because he has twins and he wants to spend more time with his family. It's kind of like in Parks and Recreation with Jerry, where Jerry wanted to do this big book of things before he retired, and Leslie tried to help him with that when he was about to retire, and he stated the best thing about his job is that he got to leave at 5 o'clock and he was able to spend time with his family. And that's kind of what MatPat wants to do. He's not leaving the channel entirely. He's going to go into the background, but he's also starting new ventures. So he stated that he's starting a brand new influencer fashion line where he's going to try and promote and sell influencer merchandise in the same way of other big brands and clothing brands. He's really been focusing on fashion with his latest videos and selling the clothes. I hope they're much better quality because I one time bought a hoodie and two t-shirts from him, and the t-shirts came ripped and the hoodie's zipper broke off, and I had to get them repaired at my local dry cleaner. So hopefully that they're better quality. That kind of turned me off from ever buying influencer merchandise ever again. So maybe he'll be better at that now. Maybe it has been better because he will be handling other people's merchandise. The other thing is that he's also starting a brand new animation show, and he also wants to start making a video game. He kind of plays into the meme that people believe him and Scott Cawthon are the same person. But it's a very heartwarming video of him going down all the changes that are happening, the people who are going to take over. Apparently March 9th is going to be the finale where he has a big going away party, and he has 9 theories left in him that have been pre-recorded and are going to be released to the public. Either way, I always loved MatPat. Yeah, I felt like his theories kind of fell off in the last few years, but that's because his channel's ballooned so much. He got editors, he got other writers, other content that he had to focus on, so can't really blame him. When you get that big, you kind of need to have other people work, and they're going to start to take over the channel. Again, he goes into great detail about who's going to start pioneering the channel, from faces to editors to writing and all that stuff. But most importantly, I think the amount of effect MatPat has had on the community has been substantial. I know a lot of people like to point to Mr. Beast when it comes to like showcasing you can do wholesome content and still be a massive success, but I would actually point to MatPat for that. Like, he's one of the few influencers on YouTube who have capitalized his reputation on being just wholesome. Like I said, maybe his theories kind of fell off in the later half of his lifespan on the channel, but he always brought vigor, enthusiasm, and he was always compassionate about the content he created. It was always entertainment first, and he always brought that energy no matter what. He was always that great figure who always was just kind-hearted, and whenever you came to his channel, you know you're at least going to have a good time with his content. Most importantly, he's just like one of those old school YouTubers who've just always been around. And I didn't know he was 37. Man, he looks really good for 37. I'm 34, and you can tell right now I do look like I'm still 18 or something. But regardless, once you hit 30, things start to happen, back problems, you don't have as much energy. You're definitely wiser, but you value a good night's sleep more than anything. So definitely he realizes he's getting on the years, and he definitely wants that time with his family now that he can exercise that. Not a lot of people have that type of luxury that he does, but nevertheless, he's always been that kind-hearted, very enthusiastic YouTuber that anyone can watch his content and enjoy it for what it is. I remember what the theory video that got me hooked on his channel was the Sonic video about how fast he went. And interesting fact, he did that video because it was a response to Vsauce3, I believe, who did a similar video, and he wanted to prove that what they said was wrong, and they got their numbers wrong. And if you have a video like that, the one that brought you into MatPat's like community, put that down below, and how much, whether you liked it, you hated it, or what it was and what made you get addicted to his content, or maybe you just didn't really care for him. Regardless, I really loved his content, and it's sad to see him go in a lot of ways. I do wish him luck in the future. I do know he's going to be a massive success. He's shown to be a hard worker, dedicated to whatever he does, and it's so heartbreaking to see that he's going to not be the face that a lot of people love. He said he's going to still be cameos and stuff like that, but it's not going to be the same without him saying it's just a game theory anymore. It's just one of those days. But I'm glad that he's going to have more time with his family. I'm glad that he's going to still be creating content. It's not going to be YouTube content, but it's going to be stuff that, stuff that I'm still interested in. Animation, video games. The show's apparently going to be a mix of Gravity Falls, one of my favorite shows of all time. But either way, thank you, MatPat, for everything you've done. Thank you for me just looking forward to Saturday every week to just look at the latest video that he's going to put up. Like, I hated when he separated videos into part twos, but it also gave me something to look forward to by the end of the week. Either way, thank you so much. And again, go watch the video. It's very beautiful. And that's it from me. Goodbye.